Hey everyone, it's Teemu here. Welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my practice routine and especially around the time once I was working on a lot of things, a lot of like new scales and chords and arpeggios, all that stuff. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. It was a fairly simple foundation for practicing guitar that helped me to build up my chops towards no matter what genre it was that I was supposed to play. Basically, this practice routine really depended on like what I really wanted to work on, how I wanted to like evolve, but also like I had those mandatory things that I needed to nail once I was doing the exam. So basically what I usually did was like there's 7 days in the week, so there are also like 7 natural notes like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So for each day I just took a scale. For example, for a week I wanted to work on a major scale, so I may have taken like all those notes and took those as a root note and basically went through 7 different minor scales within a week. Let's go now through the whole like the practice routine, what was in it. So this practice routine was really easy or fast to do, and it led me a lot more time to work on other things as well. The first thing that I started with was like warm up. It was something to get hands warm. So I think the simplest way is just to play something improvised, something like this. That's like the simplest example. Do that for, I don't know, few minutes and see like what's working on with technique and what's not. Or play an original tune or play a song and a little bit take a look at what's going on. So after that I picked up the scale of the day and then started to work on the notes that are on the fretboard. So I just basically said out loud all the notes that were in that scale, and then after that I usually just once I said them out loud and played them on the fretboard in different positions, after that I also did it another round and then said also more like which fret it was like that I played. It took some time first, but like once I got used to this approach, it helped me a lot to actually remember all those different positions we have on the fretboard. So, there's a lot of benefits doing that, even though at first it feels like really frustrating and awkward and all that stuff. But trust me, it helps you. After those 2 things, I usually started working on the technique. What I did was that I isolated the technique and maybe put on a metronome or a backing track, and then just isolated in a way that played like a thrills or had an exercise to play through, or maybe played all those scales with a certain technique. So that helped me to actually work on the technique at the same time and also the theory. After the technique workout, I wrote a riff or a lick that was using the technique that I worked on. So I think it's also really useful to be creative. That really like tells people that if you can actually do something with the theory, because otherwise there's no really point learning the theory if you don't know how to actually use it in a musical situation. So I just created a lick or something and then practiced it with the technique, and then once I have like really worked on that technique, it was the last part then, which was improvising. Mainly I just used a looper or a backing track that I found from internet, or if I didn't have that, I created a backing track myself or used an app like what is it, Band in a Box or whatever it was called. I added there if I remember it. But anyways, that was kind of like the core of my practice regimen. I'm going to do more of this like guitar practice on here on YouTube and also on Twitch. So make sure to subscribe those two streaming platforms so you can actually see how I work on my guitar chops, because well, I'm working on my new EP and I want to make my playing go to a new level, raise the bar higher with this release. So I need to be in a really good recording condition when it comes down to working on those solos and guitar playing. So yeah, make sure to subscribe this channel also and put the notifications on. And yeah, hopefully see you on the next one. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding this practice regimen, and remember to hit the thumbs up as well. So thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one. Goodbye.